Hello everyone, welcome back to the Evil Vapor Self channel. So I first want to talk about pre-orders in that sort of situation here really quickly before I start this video and talk about the sales volume of products. So I see a lot of people with GameStop have been getting canceled on. And apparently I think GameStop, there's some sort of rule or something they're implementing where I guess you can only have a maximum of 10 boxes or like a case, and if you ordered any more than that amount, then I think everything else gets canceled. There's some sort of thing going on. Like I'm seeing like a lot of people, their orders get canceled from GameStop because I guess they're trying to just give a little bit to everybody, which sort of makes sense. So a lot of people that ordered 40, 50, 60 Elite Trainer boxes, a lot of them have been canceled, unfortunately. And that's sort of the problem I was talking about with you guys earlier on, with just pre-ordering at MSRP. When things go up, your chances of getting canceled on are a lot higher. And even these big box stores like, GameStop, they've been canceling on people. I'm pretty sure some other places as well. So when you order things at MSRP and you think you're good, sometimes it's not that way, because sometimes these places, they just cancel on you and it sucks. So honestly, in my situation, in my pre-order situation, I didn't order at MSRP, and I think in some ways it was actually good. Now, why is it good? So a lot of people that were able to order at MSRP, some people definitely had, false, I guess, just confidence or hope that they'd be getting everything. So there's probably a lot of people that ordered strictly at MSRP and got screwed over and didn't order anything else, if you know what I'm saying here. So those people that just order MSRP at whatever places, local, card stores, we know how those stores do it. A lot of places cancel. Then some of these big box stores canceling. Like if you just bought at MSRP and you didn't buy anything else or pre-order any time else when the prices started to rise, there's a good chance a lot of those orders are going to get canceled. However, for me, since I didn't order at MSRP and I did pay the scam prices or whatever you want to call them, so far I've had 0 emails about cancellations. So I've been really lucky. Maybe tomorrow, whatever, I get emails of cancellations, but so far I've been safe. So I feel like in that way it's sort of an advantage if you actually did pay a little bit higher than MSRP, because it's possible then maybe you're less likely to get canceled on. But maybe I'm just lucky with the places that I buy from, that they're actually good places and they don't just cancel on people and then list them for higher prices. But I do understand some stores, yes, they don't even have the product and they didn't know it was going to be this bad. So I understand that point. But luckily, for me so far, I haven't gotten canceled on for any reason. But yeah. So I just want to talk about that pre-order situation a little bit before I talk about the sales volume of these products. Now, obviously on the, wholesome collecting side, people are saying not to buy into these inflated prices, these scam prices, the scalper prices, but it doesn't matter what these people say. In the small percentage of what people say not to buy, they're not going to buy any of this, not going to open any of this. Guys, if you look at the market and the volume of sales, as products go up in value, the sales actually are staying the same or actually going up. And people say, well, this is just FOMO and everything. Well, it's like that for literally every single set. We saw that with Surging, Sparks, and all these other sets. When things go up in value, people want it more. That's how kind of collectibles works. And we're seeing that with Prismatic Evolutions. Even at these super inflated prices, people are spending the money. Now, do these people actually have the money to spend? Are these people rich? Some of them, maybe they're paying on credit cards. I wouldn't advise doing that. I've never been leveraged in Pokemon. I've never gotten into debt to buy Pokemon. I'll never do that. But some people, maybe they're doing that. I don't recommend that sort of strategy or whatever. But I'm honestly just thinking there are some people in this space that have money. And I think that's what some people fail to realize. A lot of people, they complain about these prices, saying everything's too expensive. Guys, there's a lot of adults in this space now, especially. There's a lot of adults that have money. Like a lot of adults have way more money than you could even think, depending on your age or whatever. $15 per pack, it is expensive. I'm not going to sit here and say like that's something cheap. However, there's definitely adults out there that are millionaires that have money, and $15 isn't that much to them. So we're seeing that even though these prices are going higher, you would sort of expect to see some sort of pullback of just sales, but it's not really happening, guys. As we get closer to the release, they're actually going up for a lot of these things. It's very surprising. I thought we were going to see some pullback, especially for the Elite Trainer boxes and booster bundles, because if you look at the prices of those, you would think at this point people would slow down. But no. And this really shows the strength and the demand for the set. It was kind of similar to Surging Sparks. It kept going up and people kept buying. We're seeing that with Prismatic. So first here, I just want to talk about, the booster packs, the loose ones. These are selling for 14 bucks. And you can see here just recently, like I've been saying, as prices actually have continued to go up, more people have been buying, guys. Look, 256 packs sold this one day. Compared to everything else, like it's gotten higher, but people have bought more. Like this is how it is. And it's for a lot of these products. Just people are continuing to spend and buy these packs and these products at inflated prices just because people are really excited for the set. And just a lot of people are trying to get in because people are seeing these prices. Yes, you can call it FOMO, whatever you want to call it, but it's happening. People are spending the money. And you can see here some people are buying decent amounts like 16 at 14 bucks. Some people are buying 150. These may be stores, rip and ship people, whatever, but people are buying these packs at $14, $15. So yes, people have money as it seems. Now, I was very surprised with, the Elite Trainer boxes. Because at 140 to 150, you would sort of expect, pullback. Because you could have bought these at MSRP for $50. So this is now triple. Now, I wasn't surprised. I think I even made the prediction back then, with Prismatic Evolutions that I was like, okay, I wouldn't be surprised if it hit like 150 on, on release day. And it seems like that's what it's going to be at, 150. Because right now it's already at 150. And like I said, surprisingly, at this point, you would think you would see pullback. Because look, guys, a few weeks, like this is how just things change so quickly. Like a few weeks, around a month ago now, these were $100, and I thought that was insane. Go back, I said it was insane because it was. But it got crazier. And you can see the sales volume. As it's actually gone higher, look at the charts. There's been more being sold in the past week here. Look, hundreds of boxes, of Elite Trainer boxes are being sold at 150s. Like, if you look at this, and people saying that they're not, like, a lot of people just say they're not going to pay these prices and stuff, but there's a lot of people willing to pay these prices, these inflated prices. Like, look at this, guys. It's literally more expensive than ever, and people are buying hundreds every single day. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at in this market. Just it seems like people have money, and people are willing to pay these prices, these scam prices. Booster bundles. Now, this one I was pretty surprised to see because the booster bundles, for some reason, out of all the products, seem to be the most expensive per pack, like price-wise. But surprisingly, these have not stopped going up. Guys, the booster bundles are like 95 bucks. I know 151 is not a very good comparison right now because those got, restocked at a lot of places. But guys, 151 booster bundles are what, 65 bucks? This is $30 more than 151. And like, a lot of the other products, as you can see here, as it's actually continued to go up in price, people have actually started buying more. Like, look back here when it was 60 bucks. There wasn't that much. Then now, when it's 90, look at this, guys. People are continuing to buy these when they're at their all-time highs and going crazy. Just people are paying up. That's just how this is right now. The binder collections, similar things. You can see here, just kind of, pretty consistent sales. And all of a sudden, just in the past few days, like this one day, 100 sold. I'm pretty sure there's probably some people that are buying a good amount. Yeah, you can see here. They're buying a good amount at these prices, surprisingly. And yeah, this just things continue to keep selling at these prices as we get closer to the release day. And for a lot of these, like I actually want to pull some back up. A lot of these, it seems like, a lot of supply actually got dumped. I mean, I'm saying a lot, but a decent amount of pre-orders actually became available like in the past few days. Like more places have listed, but with this, amount of sales, a lot of them have gone, out. You can see here when I'm recording this, there's probably more being listed by the time this is up. We can see here, there's actually not that much being listed at like 150. If we count here, 15, like 40, there's like 50 Elite Trainer boxes that are listed for 150, and then it goes to 160s, and there's only 2 here, and then it goes to 175. So depending on how many more people list their pre-orders on TCG Player at 140 and 150, like, guys, this could hit 175 very quickly based on what we're seeing with the sales here with the Elite Trainer boxes. Yeah, that's where we're at, guys. Like, obviously, this all pre-order prices. Yes, when it actually gets released, will things dip a little bit? Sure. But yeah, that's where we're at with a lot of these products. Booster bundles, kind of same thing. We're seeing decent amount of sales volume here, and there's just not that many available for like under 100 it seems. And like the binder collections, we're gonna hit 80s very soon here. You can see the cheapest being listed right now is basically 80 bucks. It's like $78. But you can see here there's not that many listed. Like it's quickly gonna hit like 80s and above for the binder collection. I did hear somewhere that the binder, it doesn't hold the whole master set. Like I think it holds the whole set, but I think for other promos and everything it doesn't hold them out, or something like that. I think the 151 binder did, like the collection box. I'm not really sure about that. I don't really think that's going to affect the price based on hearing that. But apparently the whole master set you can't put in this binder. If you're interested, I heard that somewhere. And surprisingly, the surprise box, this one surprised me, right? But the prices, man, of this product, $100. This only has 4 packs inside of it. And like I said, for all these products, this was 60 bucks literally like a week ago. And then it hit 90s. And honestly, I thought at 90s, it would go back down. Like there'd be more people listing these because just everyone bought out the 60s, like the products in the 60s. I thought more people would list for cheaper. But it seems like as those sold out, it just established a new market price at 90 something dollars, and everybody has been listing for 90 since then. Because if you look here, like it quickly jumped, guys. It quickly jumped from 60, you can see here, to 90s in pretty much 100 bucks. But guys, like I said, people are still buying them at $90. Basically 100. Like look at this. For this surprise box, like honestly, I have 2 pre-ordered on Pokemon Center, and I was just gonna open these. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was gonna open these for fun. But now that this is $100, like I don't want to like that's one thing I've been hearing a lot of people, like no one even wants to open the set anymore because the product is valuable. Like I was gonna have some fun, like I was honestly gonna open a little bit, but at this point I don't want to open anything, because these prices, it's like it's not even worth it. And I've been hearing a lot of people saying that, and especially since I'm an evil investor, not really a true collector, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't. It's not worth it for me to open up something. Yes, even though I was able to get some of these products for cheaper than what they're at now. Just the, obviously, the price they're at now, like I can sell, and it'd be more worth it in my opinion to just sell it and, take the profits versus opening them up just because these products are so expensive. But yeah, surprisingly, surprise boxes, like they're $100 and they didn't slow down and people are still buying them. So I was very shocked to see that these were actually continuing to sell at $100. Now, the poster collections, these were $30 not too long ago. I remember, just being on this, TCG Player website and looking at all the products, and the poster collections seem to always be kind of the lower tier item for some reason. Like a lot of people don't like the poster collection box. Like this is basically just based on like the per pack price or whatever. But these have even gone up. Like I remember, like I said, not too long ago, it even shows here, they were like $30. But look, people have been buying them out. Like you see some days just a ton of people buy because $30, I mean, if you compare it to all the other products, like it was pretty cheap per pack. It was like in the tens. Now it's like over $15 per pack. And yeah, people are buying these out, it seems. And yeah, it's just everything's going up. Even the not as popular products like this poster collection box is now $50. And we can see here, it seems to be a lot more listings than the other products because it's just not as popular as some other ones. But I mean, just any prismatic product at this point is going to be expensive. Now, the 3-pack blisters, or they call the tech sticker collection, these ones aren't as popular as well, but kind of the same thing with the poster collection boxes. Like, the price per pack, it got cheaper than all the other products. So one day, just people bought them out. You can see some people bought like a decent amount, and now they're selling for $55. Then lastly, the mini tin. Now, this one was super surprising. Like people just, I guess, like to collect like the artworks of the tins because these all had just evolutions on them, and Umbreon is obviously the most expensive one. Now I remember these were what, $30? Yeah, they're in the 30s selling, and at that point I thought it was too expensive because of what, $18 per pack here. And honestly, I didn't think anyone was really gonna buy these at $18 per pack, but now they're selling for $50, and these have 2 packs. And they're actually selling, guys. Like, I'm not lying. Like, I guess only one sold here, but now the cheapest listing is $50, and there's really not that many being listed. These other ones are still in like the 30s, but it's crazy that even just one person bought this for $50. I guess they want to complete maybe the art set of these tins. But that's where we're at now in Pokemon. seems like a lot of people have money, and I think some people don't realize that. A lot of people that say that, who's going to really buy these or whatever, they're too expensive, no one should pay these scam prices, these inflated prices. But I think people fail to realize how many people are in Pokemon and how many people have money. Like, there's some people out there, obviously, that don't want to buy anything because they can't afford it, and I understand. But there's also other people that have a lot of money. And if people have a lot of money and they want something, they're probably going to buy it. Especially with a set like this, with evolutions, there might be some millionaires out there that just like evolutions a lot or whatever. They're going to be willing to pay. So that's all I want to talk about today. Just want to talk a little bit about the pre-order situation early on in the video, and then talk about just the sales of these products at these inflated prices. They don't stop. People have money in this space, guys, and it just shows. People paying these prices, people buying more at these prices. People want stuff that's valuable. I know it's hard for some people to understand, but that's how collectibles work, unfortunately. So that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.